Hi guys, this is Jake with Maestro Exotics. I've had a few people ask just how we do our incubation, so I figured I'd give you guys a quick walkthrough of our incubator that we're using this year. It's about 5 foot tall, stand-up freezer. If you ever have an opportunity of a family member that has one of these go out, go ahead and try and grab it because they don't come up terribly often broken down. On the inside, we didn't actually gut out anything. We used the shelves as is. We filled the bottom tray as well as the door with water bottles. That kind of helps keep the temperature even. You're always going to get a little bit warmer up top, especially since, as you'll see, we don't use any fans in ours. So the top does stay a hair warmer, but the water bottles definitely help. Now the cool thing about this, you'll see in the back, there are 2 strips of heat tape. And you see a probe hanging right there and a probe hanging right there in the middle. And those are 2 completely separate helixes that are mounted here on the side. We use a double redundancy setup, so if one goes out, there's another to take its place. Now it says 88, it usually holds about 89 is what we do. But the door was open, so it'll take a second. You'll see one's labeled with an L, one with an R. That's for the left and right side, which means that one of the strips on the right side is hooked up to our thermostat, and the one on the left side is hooked up to its own thermostat. That's really done well for us. We used this all last year. Didn't have any trouble. They turned the power off for about 8 hours to do some power line work, and this incubator did not drop but 0.1. I've got my 2 little thermometers here keeping track. The only interior alterations that we did really were when we cut out the spot to run the cords. We went ahead and filled that back in, insulated as best we could. You can't see on the edges, but we did go and caulk those. We used clear, that's why you can't see it. But just kind of tried to seal up the edges, make it as efficient as possible. Now as for the eggs, we use these little containers. You got the ID card right up here on top. Shows the sire, the dam, laid date, and the day 55 date, the hatch date. We use vermiculite with the light diffuser. Now, a lot of people do the vermiculite so that when you squeeze it, it does not drip, but it clumps. We mix it very wet to the point that it does drip quite a bit when you squeeze it. That's why we do the light diffuser, so they don't actually sit right on it. These tubs are not the most airtight thing, so the humidity does get out, but with the way that we do the mixture with a lot of water, we've never had any trouble. So there is our incubator. Again, if you ever have a chance to pick up one of these from a family member as they go out, I would very strongly recommend it. This was very affordable to make, and we can do 6 of those tubs per level, meaning we can do 18 clutches out of here. Unfortunately, there's only 4 in there right now, but in about another 3 weeks or so, we'll start getting pretty consistent clutches every day. So anyway, there's our incubator. If you have any questions, go ahead and post down in the comment and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching.